Hello, everyone. So, hi. This is my first time, like, actually doing this. It's gonna be fun. Happy dance, happy dance. This is my first ever Borderlands 3 build. So, Mini Moze is kind of like a minigun Moze. Okay. So, the whole part of this build is kind of like around miniguns. Air quotes of miniguns. Anything that has like the spin gun barrel, basically. You know, this good old barrel. Like as you can see on like say the dowsing rod, just the spinny like minigunish looking barrel. So as you can see, not all the anointments really work for me, which is fun. I only could really find 3 for legendaries because I'm trying to keep like the legendaries and uniques. So I am using a engulfing ogre. I have both a ×1 and a ×2 version. They both about do the same, so it doesn't fully matter. I have, of course, a dowsing rod. Again, I have a ×1 and a ×2 version. As you can see, most of the anointments do not work for me at all. I also have an engulfing shreddifier. I have ×2s, like 2 of them. But they don't have as fast of the fire rate, well, except that one does, but you actually go more, so I kind of went against it. I have the Old God, which I just farmed for Fire 1. I do not know if the anointment on here is good or not, but I just kind of go with it. I have the Bangin' for Spare Trooper. I don't farm really for perfect stuff, I just kind of farm till I get it. So I got this, which it works enough. Because at first this used to be a Atlas only mode, but then I of course max it and decide to work on other things. I have the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge just for, you know, the stack damage, because I will be fighting stuff a lot. And the reason I want to do this all as well, the reason I don't have great anoints on it either, is I want to show like this build is great for also stuff that's not anointed for you. And last, I have a recurring hex, which has like a chance with the anointment having a chance of spawning grenades and an Iron Bear. The reason why I have this one is sometimes you're going to have to use Iron Bear, and you know, why not have something, you know, kill the enemies for you. If you don't want to do that, I love the hex the most. Like I have random, you don't gotta really worry. To show you this build is good, I will be showing this off in a little bit. So, this is the skills I have. Of course, miniguns. I have, like, Cloud of Lead for, like, good amounts of damage. Incinerary, mag size, like, heat per shot is less heat per shot. I have 3 in Stoke the Embers. I have 5 in Scorching RPMs. I have 5 in Iron Bank. I have the Specialist Bear, which helps the Iron Bear damage, because I'm going to have 2 of the miniguns. Same for the road, because that helps a lot with ammo as well. Especially with this build, because you're going to go through it fast. And of course Forge, so I can regenerate ammo. For Iron Bear, I have General Winter, because it's the less fuel drain. But if you don't like using that, I usually use Let Off Steam. I do not use Exploding Bullets, because like less fire rates is kind of ugh. So the only thing I have purple in skill tree is Big Surplus. That's because action skill cooldown and more incinerary damage. For the blue skill tree, I have Deadly, Fire in the Skag Den, Toward Cross Promotion, Stainless Steel Bear, which also gets a buff from my Paratrooper class mod. I have 5 in Vampire, so I can get some health regen. I have 1 to the last. So if I have the can throw grenades and fight for your life mode, which can be useful. I keep on forgetting I have it. Explosive Punction, so more splash damage, especially with the ogre. And Short Fuse, so I can just deal some more gun damage, and secondary explosions are always great. And then for the orange skill tray, I have Security Bear, because I didn't really want full can of whoop-ass, because I kind of like, nah. If my shield gets low, I'm about to, I usually hop in Iron Bear anyway. I have 4 out of 5 in Armed Infantry, but I get more damage reduction, increasing my damage, which is great. I have Drowned Brass, because it helps me with fire rate. Less fire rate, but gun damage increased, which is not bad, especially with what I'm using. And then Experimental Munitions, just for the incinerary bonus damage, and you know, I can do it, I can hit crits a lot with this. So, I'm going to show you, these are my current mayhem modifiers. They're not bad, they're not good. They get the job done. And of course, here's all the guardian ranks I have. I have everything unlocked. So now I want to show off on two different things. First, I want to do a boss, and then we can do mobbing. First, I'm going to do Grave Ward, because everyone does Grave Ward usually to show off a cool build, plus I haven't done in really any of the DLCs, so like, nah. And then I'm going to just do some like regular mobbing just to, you know, show off the gun, which I'll be going to the anvil for. That's usually where there's always a lot of strong enemies, especially anointeds. Ugh. Just to kind of show it off. I already know, everyone knows Iron Bear can just wreck Grave Ward very quickly. So I just want to show off Iron Bear, because I know most of the time you're probably going to use Iron Bear anyway. Which is cool. If you get the ×2 Shredifier, that's like, I mean the super Shredifier, and I think it's ×2 as well. Like if you can get like the super engulfing Shredifier, it's god tier. Because you can see it's like not that bad for the damage against him, but it's not great. Ogre, as I said, I've found more love for this, because like, as you see, it's like, look at that damage, it's not bad. The Dowsing Rod isn't what I was hoping for. It isn't that strong, but it, you know, gets the job done. Not great for bosses, but probably like great for mobbing, but that's really it. I see it goes through ammo very, very quick. Which is not the main goal. Ooh. Also, what's great is the Ogre is not a great gun, but wrecking even death. That's what's awesome about this build. So they said not everything's good for, you know, bossing, so let's just swap the Iron Bear and just shred him. I have slightly tested this out because, of course, you know, killing him with Iron Bear is fun. Alright, let's just high screw it. Nope, not yet. Alright, here we are. Whee! As you see, Iron Bear is hitting from anywhere from 1 to like 6 mil damage, so you already know it's broken. So we don't gotta worry about that. Yeah. There's a Grave Ward boss fight. That's it. Great with boss fights, most of the time you'll use Iron Bear anyway. So it doesn't fully matter, in my opinion. Yeah, now we're gonna do some showing off some general mobbing to, you know, show it's good, I promise. It's like not that terrible. Then I'll show you the power of what this build can do with any of the, shall we say, terrible weapons. Because as I was saying earlier, the Hellfire is one of the worst guns in Borderlands 3. Its damage for legendaries is terrible. It's like Pearlescence in Borderlands 2. It just sucks. Which, you know, is kind of sucks because, you know, it was awesome in Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel. You'd think it'd be awesome in 3. But, well, with this you can, but that's it. Yeah. And as I will say now, I don't know if someone's done this exact build or not. I have no clue. I never paid attention to a Borderlands 3 build ever. So, you know, say what's up? Like, if someone has this one or not. If someone does, I'm sorry. If you can, like, let me know if they have, like, basically the same exact build, I will try to, like, mention them in, like, a pinned comment or something, just say, hey, thank you. But I know it's kind of like a mix match of things, to mostly. I kind of, like, did a mix match of random stuff I saw for people, what they have. Yeah. As you can see, like, I'm already... Especially with the sword cross promotion and all the explosions and everything, it's awesome. Accuracy is not the great point here. And like I said, once you get low enough, you'll just go into Iron Bear. Oh, fuck, forgot about death. Oh, Jesus Christ. So. Oh, he moved. Well, look at that. Look how, like, that's already broken to begin with. Like, look at that. The Ogre is not a great assault rifle, right? It's not, like, too bad, but it's not really great. It usually doesn't do enough damage, but here I am, just murdering away. So, the dowsing rod, I don't know how good it's gonna be. Actually, it's not too bad. I wish I got the bipod one on this, but sadly I don't, because I think that would have been, like, a lot more useful. But even then, as you can see, it still does pretty good damage overall. I like the grenade launcher, but it's not too great. Oh, actually, the grenade launcher does some pretty good damage. Hold on, I kind of made this gun for a little. Now, you see, even these are doing great to damage. Well, this one, it's not doing great much damage to death, but it does what that's kind of what I'm happy about. Is even most of the weapons, even if they're terrible, they do what they can to be good. Which is what makes me love them.
More bullets!
The one I was expecting, which I wasn't expecting to do awesome with, was the Ogre, because when I used it a lot before, it was just terrible. Like, I'd rather die than use the gun. Now, this gun is the coolest thing ever, and I wish I found it sooner, kind of thing. Because, like, granted, it's also the help of the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge that's doing this much damage, but even then, like, look at that. It's just killer. Like I said, I'm not even fully, going, like, God tier with it either, because I don't, like the best class mods or anything like that. Like, I don't know what's actually good. Awesome, you're ripped, huh? Yup. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. But, it's not that bad. It's not too strong, not too weak. Most of the weapons are mostly viable, as you can see here. So the dowsing rod, not much. I was kind of hoping to have, like, bipod on it, because that would help with the accuracy. But as I said, like, even against an Anoida, it's, like, not too bad. Also, there's the grenade effect is also, it doesn't use grenades when you use, and this effect goes off, which is awesome the most. So we're just going to run away from that. I want to try to get to the boss if I can, because I want to kind of, show it off more against, say, like, a little bit of an easier boss, I guess you could say. I haven't, again, I said this is, I guess you say, a work in progress still. I might update it in the future if I change anything with it. Most likely not, but you never know. Ooh, lag. So long since I got my way. Ooh. It also is cool as well, fully working on this character. I didn't know you could actually jump in Iron Bear, like double jump in Iron Bear, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. Like, you can do like a little jump dash, and it's the coolest thing. I'm gonna quickly run through here and pray don't die. The only thing that sucks about a bipod is as well is you kind of get slowed down a lot. But I guess it's not. If you want to get the ogre, you can get it from the anointed. I think it's X5. Or you say like the best anointed enemy, which is from this map. You have to do for a Hammerlock quest. A quest you get from Sir Hammerlock, where you have to find out what happened to all of his prison friends. They all became, of course, anointed, evil, and you know you gotta kill them all. Sadly. And the anointed X5 or anointed Alpha, I think it's anointed Alpha is where you get it from. The Shreddifier you can get from the final boss in the Slaughter Shaft. Dowsing Rod, I can't. You get it from. Oh crap, I can't remember its name, but it's from the Guns Love and no. It's from the Bounty of Blood DLC. So technically, you can get it from any suitable loot source. Ooh, I can't remember, or one of the hunts, and I think it's the black. Can't remember exactly. I'd say even if it's explosive against armor, like that's not too bad. Woo. Why are you gonna be doing this? Stop it.
You won't lose it!
Free firing really fun. The only thing that sucks is that you can down yourself very fast. And the only other thing that would suck is also with your ammo regen, you also can't. Sometimes you won't be able to regen your ammo as fast as you can shoot it. Which also can be another problem. The whole point of this, as you can see, is I also am not trying to reload my gun as much as possible. So as you can see, I was hitting like 2 million damage a hit. Like, it's freaking great with the ogre. Dowsing Rod, let's try this out now that's on flesh. That's alright. The Dowsing Rod isn't that great. It's more of a kind of like a, hey, if you want to take your time and not care how long it takes kind of thing. Look at that. Look at that. Like, look at the Shreddifier even. What's cool is, like, there's not really much, like, additional fire damage. It's not, like, fully, like, elemental advantage either. And I'm doing pretty great, which is awesome. I can say, this is a pretty fun build to do. And I'm not done yet, so as I said, I want to make something terrible good. Hey, look at that. Oh my god! Alright, +3 to you. What are you? Killing an enemy reduces Moze remain extra skill cooldown timer. Oh, I don't think I really need to worry about that. Oh no, let's see reload one. Hold on, look at you. There's one last. Oh, splash damage with your action skill cooldown rate. Oh, that's not bad. I'm definitely equipped this. That's more splash damage for my torques and everything else, so that's godly. Also, I'm surprised we got the Freeman. I actually got to, well, let me change that. Now we have a level 72 Bear Trooper now. Better stuff on it. Oh, what's this also included? That. What are you? +2 into Teddy Bear. What is Teddy Bear? Oh, okay. That's pretty good. So, as I said, we're going to now show you how great the Hellfire can be. As you can see, terrible damage. Not. See, I don't use Iron Cup, so you'll be able to see the, shall we say, the max amount of damage? I think would be the right word. Oh, hey. Like as you can see, even the 10 gallon, which is also another weak one, is way better damage. And you can see, it is 72 Mayhem 10, by the way. It's never gotten a buff, sadly. Or at least to my knowledge, hasn't ever gotten a buff. Let's do it where I was actually doing it. Ferocious Canopy. The reason I'm doing this map was this is the where you can get it. So this is kind of also where I was using it, because I was doing quests a little bit, because I am working on other things. Now, the good old waiting times. The only thing that sucks with using the Hellfire is it's not reliable with ammo, so you will actually run out and will have to reload because you'll fire faster than you can regen. But it's only on this, so it's like not too bad.
Now get out of here. That ammo won't shoot itself.
Nope.
Too much health and shields.
Alright. And you see, the full auto, it's still full auto with the scope. I think it's only full auto for this, I'm not sure though. So, like look at that. The weakest gun in the game is now strong. Like look at that, 1 million damage. Like who would have expected 1 million damage with this? Like even ones that, you know, resist fire damage. Still going down pretty quick. Pretty decent. Let's look at that. Granted, it's more of a mix of everything else is kicking in for my effects. That's why it's doing better. But look at that. So much better still. Yeah, like I say, that's what this build can do. If you do decide to copy this, you don't have to do full miniguns like I'm doing. But it's something you can. It's something I'm doing as like the extra channeling. Because I was experimenting throughout other people, like other YouTubers, watching like random minigun mode builds. And that's kind of like compiling the knowledge of what can make it good, along with what stuff I would like to use, and kind of just went from there. So, if you like this video, I wouldn't mind you sharing it. You know, leave a like, comment, whatever you would like to do. And I will see you next time, because I'll probably be posting for builds my main character Flack, how I, you know, play as him. So, good hunters, and I will see you next time.